Morning. It's Monday, July 13th, about 6 a.m. So, some people had asked for updates, and I haven't done one in a couple years, so I figured I'd go ahead and do this while I had some time. Last year's garden was pretty much bad. We started really late, but here we are at the raised garden. We've already pulled the romaine lettuce and beets, but we have Swiss chard up here in the front, and we have collard greens there in the back. They're actually doing pretty good this year. They're not getting completely destroyed by bugs. And in the back here, it's all kind of overgrown right now. We need to get in here and do some weeding. But you can see some, got different kinds of flowers. We got some bee balm. And we have a ton of, wow, I can't believe it. I guess it's just too early in the morning. I forget what it's called. It's one of my favorite herbs, too. Anyway, so you see we're having some problems here with some of the cucumber plants. I think it's coming from spotted lanternflies. I keep finding them on the cucumber plants. They're also destroying our pickling cucumbers here. And again, over here you can see the damage. I keep pulling off all the dead stuff. Obviously I need to hit it up again today. So let's go in here. You can see we've gotten a good amount of cucumbers off of these. We've pickled probably about 25 jars of different kinds of pickles. So it's been good. These first here, that's 2 plants, and that's 2 plants. They are regular, just regular cucumbers, and then these are more pickling cucumbers. You can see the damage that these spotted lanternflies are doing. Doing everything I can to stop it, but oh, there's one of our not so nice friends right there. And usually can't catch them, they're too damn fast. We put a ton of basil in this here. Basil's great with the tomatoes, so. And there is our top tomato plant right there. That's a sun sugar cherry tomato. You can see another basil tucked in there. There's our peppers. We got some candy cane peppers back there and some more basil. I put a bunch of peppers over here in grow bags because the peppers weren't doing that great in the beginning, the ones that are planted in the ground. So we got some other, looks like banana peppers. We got 2 jalapeno peppers. That right there is an extremely hot pepper. I forget which one it is, but it is not doing anything. We got serrano peppers there. Let's spin back around here. More tomatoes. Tomato plants are having some problems this year. I'm not really sure what's going on. Usually they're nice big bushy plants. I've actually had to replace a couple of them up here. Another one here. You can see more basil in between. Put basil in between each one of them this year. The basil helps your tomato plants. There's one we had to replace. There's another one we had to replace. There's more basil. This one here, I don't really know what is going on with it. I decided not to replace it, and it still keeps growing, but the leaves are always, turned up like this. I've never had problems with this. But more basil, more peppers. Got some parsley down there. Let's come back over here to the other side of the cucumber plant. We got peppers. I believe that's a sweet banana. And we got our bells. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, red bells. And then 2 green bells. Of course, they all come out as green because it's rare that they ever turn red anymore. And we got our 1 eggplant. Eggplant plant. See an eggplant down there. This one again is finding a lot of spotted lanternflies on it. In fact, if you look closely down in there, you'll see some. I hate those damn things. So here's the rest of the pepper. This serrano. You can see some. This is our chocolate sprinkle. See some down there we need to get picked. And more basil. Back over in there is edamame. 2 edamame plants. We definitely need to do some weeding. Now our biggest plants so far, the biggest producers have been these 2 here. These are our 2 squash plants. We have probably gotten 30 squash off of these 2 plants, which has been great for, we've been doing some canning. We did some squash and zucchini pickles, and we're going to be doing some squash and zucchini relish here probably in the next day or so. And that's that. We put a lot of flowers in all these little pots in between, you can see. And there's zinnias and different kinds of flowers. Zinnias and Nastrum. I know I'm not saying that right. So here's our zucchini plants. We've gotten a good amount of zucchini off each one. Probably about 6 to 8 off each one. 6 to 8 off of each one. See back in here we got different kinds of mint. We really got to get in here and weed. Mint and some more parsley down there. A lot of this is just to kind of keep the pests away. It works to a point. Over in here we have the Mad Hatter pepper. This was something new that I saw the plant, and I thought, hey, this thing's pretty cool looking. So give it a try. Has the craziest looking peppers I've ever seen though. So I'm just waiting for them to turn red and I'll start picking them. And we have our long hots. Can't wait for them. This was another zucchini plant. We had pulled 2 plants up because they were not doing good, and we planted them in this grow bag. They produced maybe about 10 zucchini, and now I think it's just a place for the bugs to congregate, and I'll let them have this plant as long as they're not touching the other stuff. This right here is called the meadow plant. What that is in March, our white shepherd passed away, and the vet that we took her to sent us a little piece of paper that had seeds on it, and it was in the shape of a heart, and you plant them and this is what came up, so we call it the meadow plant. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a lot of work, doing the best we can. My wife is out here daily trying to keep up with all the weeds, and trying to keep Ziggy back there from eating whatever cucumbers pop out here, because only dog I've ever had that will eat every single vegetable that you give him. Dog loves vegetables. So, yep, that's the garden this year. 2020 garden. We also planted a couple trees this year. A couple maples. Got one there. One over there. And then this is a Eastern redbud, I believe. The leaves were red, now they're turning green. And I think some of these dead leaves and all can attribute to these stupid spotted lanternflies. And where do they come from? This huge mess from my neighbor's yard. Those are weeds, believe it or not trees. He's got spotted lanternflies all over his yard, thousands of them. We keep cutting this all back, but I just don't know what to do. We sprayed it all down with 30% vinegar, and it's just, it's ridiculous. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you later.